I'm going to show you how to personalize polyester coated sublimation mugs using Ghost White toner and an HP Laserjet. Mugs are the main used blank when it comes to sublimation printing. Mugs are always great, either for printing vector artwork, like this here for example, or like that. But of course, most people like to print family pictures or designs of their friends or whatever onto their coffee mugs. With Ghost White toner and the Sublimation toner range, it is super easy to personalize sublimation-enabled, sublimation-friendly blanks like mugs with your laser printer by just swapping in the toner cartridges. Okay, but let's get started. All right, this is my HP Laserjet M45DW, and I'm just going to check if I have the sublimation toner cartridges installed. It's a sublimation toner cartridge, black, cyan, magenta, and yellow in each slot. The regular toners are stored below. All right, I'm going to close the tray and close the printer. With Ghost Sublime toner, you don't need any special transfer paper. It's super easy as you will be just printing on plain copy paper. So I check if I have copy paper in the tray. So one sheet of regular copy paper in the tray. All right. And now we can get started. I have my design on the screen already. I'm actually going to print the We Are Family design, which I just showed you in the intro to this video. So, as I already told you in other videos, it's super simple to print with Ghost Sublime toner. You just open your file, whether it is a PDF, InDesign, Photoshop, whatever software you like, and you're using the regular HP printer driver. You don't need any special software. So I'm opening my design in Mac Preview, and I'm going to make my printer settings quickly, which is super easy. I'm just going to scale the image to 100% because it's already made for the size of the mug. I'm going to choose flip mode, like mirror printing in the layout settings because I'm printing directly on the mug, so I have to make my print flipped so that it comes right angled on the mug. And then I'm going to the color matching tab here, and I'm going to choose color sync. I'm going to choose a specific profile which we have made for this Laserjet, which is called Ghost Textile ICC. There are other videos on the channel showing you how to install, implement the ICC profile, and actually explaining what it is, so I'm not going into detail here. And that's basically everything. So I just hit the print button and wait for my print to come out. One of the advantages of laser printing is that it's quite fast. You already can hear the printer working, and especially if you have to produce bigger runs of the same mug, it's super easy because you can start a print job of, let's say, 25, 30 pages, and you will have that in almost less than 2 minutes. Imagine doing this with an inkjet printer. It would almost take you 20 minutes to get all the pages out. Besides, you will have to use an expensive sublimation paper, while I'm just using copy paper. All right, once the print is out, you can see it. It's just a straight print on plain copy paper. Sometimes it happens that there are like some stripes in the design, but that doesn't matter. Once you're transferring on the heat press, these stripes will disappear. So we'll do that now. I'm just going to cut around the design and attach it to the mug. All right. Once I have my design cut out, I'm just placing it on the mug, aligning it. You can slightly see through the paper, which is quite nice because that helps you to really put the design where you wanted to have it. And then I'm going to use some heat-resistant tape to tape it to the mug on both sides. All right. And the other side. All right. Okay. So now I've got the design attached to the mug with the heat-resistant tape. I'm using it like this way so that I can see it when I use the mug. All right? Okay. My mug press is preheated to 199, 200 degrees. Doesn't really matter if it's 190 or 200, but it should be like really, really hot. This press only heats up to about 198 for some reasons. So, but if you have a mug press that's going up to 200 exactly, heat it up to 200. I have the press set to quite a medium pressure so that when I put the mug in, I won't crash it, obviously, but I'm giving it a lot of pressure to attach the design, all right? Cool. I'm going to have my timer here. If you have a press with an automatic timer, that's perfect. Otherwise, you will have to use a stopwatch like I will. All right, so I'm not covering it anything. I'm just putting it straight into the mug press, just like this. I'm closing the mug press. I'm starting my timer, and I'm going to press for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Varies a little bit, again, depending on what kind of press you're using. All right, before you open the heat press, make sure that you wear heat protective gloves so that you don't burn your fingers, because of course the ceramic mug will be hot. My timer is now at 1 minute and 50 seconds, 52, 53, 54, 55. Stop it now. I'm opening the press, taking out the mug, and I'm immediately going to start to peel the paper because this is a hot peel technology, so I'm not going to wait. And as you can see, I can peel it off quite smoothly, quite easily. So this has to happen immediately after pressing. Don't wait. As soon as this paper attached to the mug starts cooling down, you will not be able to peel it off again. So what actually happened here is that the dye from the paper, which is inside the toner, turned into gas without passing the liquid state. And during this process, it's sublimated into the polyester coating of the mug. As you can see, the stripes that we've been seeing in the print before are almost gone, and the mug is now almost finished. You can see the design transferred quite well. There's one step left we have to do. We will have to let the mug completely cool down, and afterwards we will have to clean it. This will remove some excess resin from the toner and some excess from the paper, and give the mug an even more shiny and more brilliant finish. So I'm going to leave the mug here to rest, to cool down, and I'll be back after the cooling process. All right, now the mug is fairly cold. It's important to not start the cleaning process before the mug is completely cold. I'm going to hold the mug a bit closer to the camera now so that you can see that there is still like some resin. The finish is not completely shiny. So especially in the darker surfaces, you can see that there is some, it doesn't look perfect, right? All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to clean up my workspace a little bit. And I'm going to use some standard nail cleaner, some standard nail polish from a local drugstore to clean the mug. I'm using some soft pouches here, like 2 should be okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the nail polish, put it just a little bit, not too much, on one of the pouches. And I'm going to start rubbing the design smoothly and very easily, just rub over it. And here you can see what happens. Actually, some excess resin, like plastic resin, from the toner and from the paper is taken on by the acetone in the nail polish, and you can clean the mug. I'm going to do this for a while. I'm going to give it a bit of a tougher rub here now, so to really rub off the resin in the design. Now you can see it's getting really, really dirty here. If you don't like this, you can use some gloves, but as we're using standard nail cleaner from a drugstore, you're not actually working with some, like poison liquid or something, so this is totally safe for you. All right. Okay, I'm now going to use the second pouch to, just take off some excess nail cleaner, some excess liquid, and some excess toner. This doesn't get as dirty. I'm using just a little more cleaner here, not too much, but I want to have it a really nice shiny finish here. Okay. If there's some spot that, needs some extra rub, just don't hesitate. You're not going to take off the design. You're just, rubbing off some extra resin. All right, once this is done, you can throw away the pads, close the nail cleaner, and I'm going to show you the final result in the camera. All right, as you can see now, the finish is completely shiny. All excess is removed, and the mug looks quite cool. It's really brilliant, bright, shiny finish. and the colors pop out nicely, the blacks are not too dark, the contrast is all right. And if we compare it to the design on the screen, we can actually see that we have really matching colors, really matching contrast. It's pretty much like we want it to have. All right, as you can see, it's super easy to personalize mugs with photographic images using Ghost Sublime toner, sublimation technology on polyester coated and sublimation friendly blanks like mugs, just with a laser printer that you can also use for standard laser printing when you have the standard toner cartridges installed, and of course for personalization of dark fabrics and dark blanks when you have a Ghost white toner cartridge installed. So it's a very versatile system. If you have any questions on the system, leave your questions in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and follow the channel for future updates. So thanks for watching. See you next time.